Hey guys, today's episode is called The Insatiable Meghan Markle. I have found myself very entertained lately by watching YouTube videos psychoanalyzing Meghan Markle's narcissism. Entertained, but also somewhat disturbed, both as a therapist and as a human. To be honest, I relate to some of the narcissism that I witness in these videos because I used to be a lot like her, albeit much less successful. Here's what I see when I watch the videos. I see a woman desperate to feel seen and loved, who is clinging to a delusional construct of reality in which she lives in a fairy tale. I see a woman who is insecure as hell, more than the average Joanne, but as a trained actress knows how to spin doctor everything to make herself look perfect and feel perfect. I see a human so filled with shame she cannot tolerate any type of perceived or real imperfection about herself. A woman so lonely inside, she compulsively needs incessant adoration from others in order to mirror her. I relate to this pathetic woman. I too remember a time where I would attempt to construct a fantasy world for myself to live in, where I was beautiful, powerful, happy, and beloved by all. I recall a time where I would lie about myself to feel more confident, secure, and interesting. I remember believing my own lies and how good it felt to do so. The YouTube analysts say Meghan's grandiose posturing is merely to compensate for the intense insecurity underneath. And they are right. I can relate to that too. And I would also add it's to escape from the intense feelings of pain and loneliness. You see, when you don't matter to your primary attachment figures, you have to prove to yourself you do matter by some other means. When you are not seen by the people who are supposed to see you, you can never feel seen enough. When a young child is sufficiently seen by her parents, she internalizes this and she knows she matters. She has nothing to prove and is content to spend her energy on things that matter to her, things that give her life joy, meaning, and satisfaction. But when she is insufficiently seen, she never learns she matters. And so instead of investing in her own life's flourishing, she becomes consumed with proving to herself she does matter, which oftentimes requires she be constantly seen. This entails an incessant, desperate, and insatiable quest. Meghan's quest to be seen is obvious as she's pursued posterity in many ways, from princess to rebel duchess, from Netflix specials to cooking shows and podcasts. It's easy to see and fun to mock. But what about the rest of us? As much as I want to point the finger at Meghan, I'm reminded of the many times in my life I played the fool, trying to prove to myself I matter. I did this through relationships, through school, through career, and even motherhood. At age 54, I am finally in the place in my life where I do not feel compelled to prove anything. I've learned the hard way that it's my job to be the consistent mirror that gives me a true reflection of myself. I've expelled the shame residue that survived my inconsistent attachment figures. And I'm committed to never betraying myself ever again. There's just no other path to wholeness and peace. Meghan, what makes you most tragic is that you have exactly what you need to heal yourself, but you have no clue. You're just an extreme example of what we humans do when we abandon ourselves. As much as we want to hate you, it's not you that's evil, but the insatiability inside you. And we can all relate to that. Now, the anecdote to this, if you've been listening to this podcast, is an integration exercise or 2 or 3. And so I want to lead those of you who are open to it in one right now. So I'll have you close your eyes and I want you to picture your infant self. I want you to imagine you take her into your arms, you swaddle her and you hold her and look her into the eyes. And you're going to say to her her name, of course, not my name, but I'm going to use my name as an example. So I want you to say to her, "Little Bronwyn, I see you, and you are so precious to me. You've won my heart and my approval, not because what you say or do, but what's inside of you, your heart, because I see your heart. I see what's on the inside like no one else. And I am pleased with what I see. You will have my love, my approval, my acceptance until the day you leave this earth. And nothing you can say or do can ever detract from it. When I look at you, I see all of you. I see the good, bad, and ugly. And I see all the potential within you as well. And you know what? It is a net good in my eyes. You are not a burden to me, but a delight. And I am happy to nurture you because nurturing you also nurtures me. Your feelings matter to me and they are valid. And I am now going to recognize them and validate them from here on out. And I'm going to feel them with you. So you won't feel them alone anymore, which makes them overwhelming. We're going to feel them together from here on out because what's shareable is bearable. And I am going to meet your needs. I am going to protect you and advocate for you. Little Bronwyn, I will be the trustworthy mirror that you have been desperate for your entire life. I will give you a true, consistent, and trustworthy reflection of you, the only one you can trust from here on out. And I'm so sorry that I have failed to do this for you for so long. I'm so sorry I have left you so desperate and so vulnerable and so alone. I had no idea all this time how much you needed me or how powerful I am to you. And I ask for your forgiveness, and I am here now to win back your trust in me. That's all changing starting today. I know you feel shame from the neglect of your original attachment figures, but I need you to see what I see now and know what I know. And I need you to see that that shame you feel from their neglect is not yours actually, but theirs, because their neglect of you is not a reflection of a you problem or something defective in you, but actually it's a reflection of something deficient in them. So we're going to put all that shame that you feel in this big cardboard box, and we're going to give it back to them and say, here you go, primary attachment figures. This is yours. All along, it's been yours. I just didn't know it. I thought it was mine, but I'm returning it to owner right now. Then I want you to carry your infant self right out of that house and close the front door firmly behind you. I want you to look into her eyes and say, little Bronwyn, here we are in the light of the sun where everything is clear. We have each other now and we're complete. And now is the exciting part where we make up for lost time by reclaiming our lives and being true to ourselves. It's a new day for us. So guys, this is the antidote to the insatiable, desperate need to be seen from everyone but ourselves. And I hope you do this for yourself. And please share this with a friend and please subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already. Thank you so much.